You already know what it is. Live. 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 All right, all right. Late night. We're looking for some volunteers real quick. Won't be on here long. All right. Just got up. Still see the little mark on my head. All right. Live, uncut, unedited. I got a few folks on here. A few folks. All right. What up, D? You working tonight, D, huh? You working tonight? Okay. All right, D, the soldier. All right. Diane Gangs. Crow. Okay. Crow from Diego. Mm. All right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's officially 12:34 a.m. That's what time it is. Thelma Price, what's up? Dalton in the house. Michelle Richardson. Y'all supposed to be asleep. What y'all doing up? Supposed to be asleep. I'm supposed to be asleep. All right. It's live, uncut, unedited. I promise you we're not going to be long. We're just looking for a few volunteers. I'm going to have a list so we can sign up some volunteers for our downtown Chicago young people. We need to do something about it outside of being on the keyboard, talking about what they need. Well, how about we give them what they need? I got a call already. We ought to give them what they need. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Michelle Richards. All right. Siobhan Doe. Team No Sleep. That's it. Charlie Biggs. What's up? What's up? Barbara Melvin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yo, I got to go live. I don't know why. I just got to go live. We got to call the people. 1528. Come on, caller. You supposed to be asleep, caller. Go ahead. Come on, caller. Hey, caller.
Hello.
What up?
Hello.
Oh, go ahead, brother. I hear you.
What's good, huh?
What's going on, man?
What you got going on, man?
Ain't nothing to it, man. We trying to get us some volunteers and stuff, man, and go on downtown. You know, help trying to assist our young people, man. We don't want them to get no felonies, and we don't want the police to shoot them, and we don't want them to shoot the police. You know, and
I'm saying, huh? You know who you talking to, huh?
I know it's Kevin Hobby. I know. Come on, man. I know your voice. I didn't know if you want me to say your name or not. So, you know, hey, I knew exactly what you said, Unc. There's only a few people call me Unc, man.
Hey, when you trying to do this, huh?
I might be doing a press conference today at 1:00 or Tuesday at 1:00. I hit you up and let you know, man, because something got to be done, man. We're going to be working with the police, different businesses, and everything. And we're going to have T-shirts and a banner, man. Somewhat similar to what you and Rabbi did. Remember that? You remember Rabbi?
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar. But we going down, but we ain't going down on we ain't going down on no aggression stuff though, man. We're going to talk to young folks, man, and try to tell them to stay off from top of them buses and cars, pulling people out of cars, burning their cars up, throwing garbage cans and Walgreens. You know, it's a way to have fun, man, but that's too extreme. And what's going to happen, Kevin? I'm going to tell you, man.
You gotta get all these young people.
Yeah, but we need some men. We need men, man. You know, to talk to some of these young brothers and sisters. We need them, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Well, you know you get 100%.
Hey, and let me say something, bro. We got to stop praying and get up off our knees and get out there and start doing some things. We got to stop being keyboard warriors, man. We got to do something, bro. Yeah, man.
Gee, I'm glad you said it. I'm telling you, they're gonna let you bring posters and march in the street all day.
Yeah.
You gotta start doing some other shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, you gotta let them see you. Like, they gotta make sure you care.
Right.
All that singing in the street, that's cool and all, but come on, they don't get you nowhere.
Nowhere.
No, you nowhere. Man.
And you know what I can't
so
stand.
Whatever you need, support the brand.
And I can't stand a Negro always negative. Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. Nick, just say it ain't for you. You scared. Just say you scared. Stay at home and pray. You know, we need somebody boots on the ground. You know, and talk to these young folks, man. Some of these young folks need a hug, man. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised, people.
Yeah. I'll be scared of
Hey, you got me on live. You got me on a loud mic. You got to turn your Facebook down. Turn your Facebook down and get me on speakerphone so you can hear me well. Talk, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You got turn me off.
You trying to do this, man? You say tomorrow?
Well, I might have a press conference. I'm probably gonna need a couple of parents to stand with me and talk to the news and stuff like that. And do it, brother. We got to do it, man. We got to engage with these young folks, man. Man, we have to, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got to, brother. Because I'm going to tell you, brother Kevin, if we don't, the police going to gun one of them young boys down and the whole city going to go up. And we don't want that to happen.
Facts.
We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen, bro.
They better stop playing.
Yeah.
These young kids right here, man, is whoo. Yeah, like you say though, they just need a hug. Some just need a hug.
Just need a hug. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. You know, need a hug. Need some guidance. So, I mean, hey, Kevin, come on now. We was teenagers, man, and ain't no parents around. You unsupervised. Ain't no telling what we might do or what we have done. I know I've done some things at that age.
As soon as I found out my mama work schedule, it was over with.
Yeah. Our parents like, I don't want you hanging with him. Soon as my mama turned her back, I'm right with him. The one she don't like. We hanging out.
Man, you know it.
So people
call your best friend.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm telling y'all people, if we don't get down there and assist these young people on the lakefront and downtown, the city gonna go up. Because either they're gonna be shooting at the police shooting at them. Because you know a lot of these young people carry guns. They carry guns. And how they getting them, I don't know, Kevin. I really don't know. I don't know.
You know how they getting them. You want me to tell it? I'll tell it.
Tell it.
Man, the state of Illinois and the country of the United States of America is putting guns in our neighborhoods for these kids to get, and they killing each other because crime pays, man. If they're not killing nobody, they're not gonna get no money, man. There's no way, man. I done seen somebody. I mess with the young. I'm out here. I'm outside for real.
Right.
So I see some of the guns they got. It's no way in hell you supposed to have these guns out here. I just think this gun on a movie. I just think the same gun this 15-year-old shorty pulled out. I just think it on a movie. How you got this gun, man? Y'all dropping them in the alley. Y'all doing with the guns the same thing I did with the cocaine. Y'all drop the cocaine in the hood. You did what he did. Now y'all switching up the guns. Now y'all dropping the guns in the hood. There you go. Kill each other. All the gun, man. I'll tell it to their face. I'm ready for them. I'll tell them to their face, man. Stop killing our kids, man.
Yeah.
The United States of America and the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago is killing our kids. Y'all giving them the weapons. Y'all giving them the drugs. Y'all think we don't got no way to get this shit here. Everybody just been telling y'all that for the last 50 years. We don't got no way to get this shit here. How this shit keep getting here?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's 1 and 1 equals 2, bro. In my book all day.
Yeah.
Straight up, huh?
Yeah.
They gotta be being scared and come at the system, bro. We gotta come at the system, bro. All that other way we trying to do stuff ain't working.
Yeah. And what we're
gonna switch it up.
Right. And what we're gonna do
come to the people
and what we're gonna do, people, I'm gonna have a number that you can call, right? So you can get the text when we'll get you the text. It's almost like it operates like an Amber Alert. You know how somebody snatch a young person and it come across your screen, it texts your phone and lets you know, hey, your youth are downtown, 31st Street, whatever. It'll tell you, give you an alert. So you'll know if your son and daughter is not where they're supposed to be, you know where they at. So you need to be heading down there to getting them. So that's another technology that we're going to use for that. And also what we want to do too, we want to, have a little training or something, man. We meet up at a place or we do it over what is that? Let me see how that is. Let me see. We'll do it over, oh my God, I can't even think of that. Zoom, I'm sorry, people. And we have meetings because we don't want to have a meeting over the Facebook because anybody can look at it. So we had a meeting on Zoom because the young people, they real smart. They know how to plan. They'll say they're at one place and go to another place. So we need men and women. Yeah, on deck.
Yes, sir.
I tell you.
Yes, sir.
We just need to when we out there, Kevin, we need to be on one accord. We need to be in groups and everything.
Yeah.
One accord. We need not to get in no argument or no shoving match or a threat match. So that's a no-no. We're going out there in peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do. We can't go in there. We're going into their world right now. So we got to go. When we come in their world, we got to come respectful. That's it. I want them to.
We're going to demand our respect too, huh?
Yes, sir. Come on, bro. That's because we're giving it. We give respect. Erica on my live. What you doing, Erica? You supposed to be asleep.
What's up, Martin? What's up, everybody?
What's going on? You supposed to be asleep. But hold on, Erica. We're gonna do a Zoom for training. Cause see, hey, Kevin and Erica, we have to be on one accord once we hit them streets. We can't be arguing and fighting among ourselves in front of them. We can't do that. We got to be on one accord.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now, for all you organizations that want to join, now listen, we need one uniform. That's it. I'm not saying you can't use your organization and all that. One uniform. So the police will know who's who. One uniform. Now, parents.
And I kind of wanted to kind of comment on that too. So, like, what I'm noticing, so y'all know, for those who've been listening to the show, hear my commentary, I'm pretty anti-capitalism. But there's a reason for that. Capitalism is a system that we're pretty much indoctrinated in, the same as we're indoctrinated in white supremacy from birth.
Where are you going with this, Erica?
The problem with it is that I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay, hurry
up.
Okay.
Let me get there, please.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, please, let me get there.
All right.
And capitalism is based on a sense of competition. But it's based on a sense of competition that's not necessarily about the greater good. It's just about who can rise to the top. But when that becomes a part of our movement, when that capitalistic mindset what we end up seeing is competition between each other when we should all be focused on one common goal, not who's going to get the credit, not who's going to be on top, not who's going to make money off of it. And so, unfortunately, that capitalistic mindset is an issue.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
And let me finish. And and not to prophesy, but what Martin is saying about us all being on one accord, what we might end up finding is that we end up with these silos, these groups who all want to be on top, who want to wear a different color shirt, who want to make it about them. And that's going to cause a problem, which Martin just mentioned. It's going to cause a problem if everybody trying to get their little group together instead of us working together. So it's a mindset of competition that is not needed here. Progress and solutions is what's needed here, not competing against each other. I've literally been on blocks before where I've seen people feeding the hungry, feeding the homeless. And then another organization jumps out the van like a gang and says, "This our block. What y'all doing over here?" On some gang stuff. Like, feed the people.
Mm-hmm.
Stop competing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, that's why I'm bringing this up, because, and I hate to be prophetic, but I'm telling y'all right now, if we don't address that capitalistic mindset, that's exactly what's going to happen with this initiative. It's going to be a bunch of competing groups, and we end up fighting each other for position instead of attacking the problem. And that's going to be more of a problem, and the youth going to see it, and they're not going to respect us. So I'm saying this for a reason, y'all. So you can disagree with me all you want, but watch what I say.
The bag, they're going to respect it.
I'm sorry?
If we got the bag, they're going to respect it. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, get, quote unquote, get the bag, right? Quote unquote, get the bag.
It's all about the money, Eric. I can't do nothing to these motherfuckers who ain't got no money.
Yeah, and I hear that. It's all, everybody thinks it's about the bag, but here's the thing, and Martin talks about this a lot. It's not just about money, it's about power. And that's what the capitalist mindset people that was with Paul Vallis didn't understand. Money ain't everything. That's why even though they have more money, double the money, they still lost.
No,
because there's something more powerful than money. And that's power.
We're not gonna go into why we ain't gonna go into why we lost. We're not gonna do that right now.
Okay, I'm just saying for example, right? I'm just saying for example. And it's a lesson that don't ever go through. One thing I have to tell everybody here, if you're new to this thing, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Martin ain't new to this, we true to this. Okay? So if you're new to this political thing and ground game stuff, let me tell you something. Never leave a battle and don't learn a lesson. Never leave a battle and don't learn a lesson. There are lessons to be learned for why the people with all the money still lost. Money ain't everything.
Because people weren't thinking logically. They should have been thinking logically instead of emotionally. That's why y'all want to stay thinking with emotion.
No,
thinking with logic.
Yes. Let me tell you something. Nobody got accused of being emotional more than our side. That's the accusation we got all the time. We just emotional.
Y'all played the whole emotional race. Y'all played the whole joint, G. Come on, man.
Nah, it's not that. We not emotional.
We talking about the kids right now. We definitely.
Absolutely. But I want to bring something out. People confuse emotionalism with compassion. It wasn't that we were emotional. It's just that we had actual compassion.
You know nothing compassionate about calling somebody a clan member for 2 straight weeks? Man, y'all get all the way off to that compassion, man. Y'all went to straight racism shit for 2 whole weeks, and it worked because y'all put on people's emotions, and it worked, B. Good game plan. I applaud that. Y'all did what y'all had to do to win. But don't act like y'all did extra shit, man. It's because of this. It's because you have to be strategic, but you have to also have compassion.
It's a combination of both. And we were both strategic and compassionate, meaning that we decided that the campaign we was running wasn't going to be about demeaning the people who have been divested for decades.
Y'all use Donald Trump tactics. Y'all use the same tactics Donald Trump used. Y'all use still. Y'all scared the people in the vote for Brandon Johnson. That's what y'all do. Y'all can't, you can't flag that past me, dude.
First of all,
we're not talking to one of them other people, dude.
No. We're not going to do that. The last people that need to be saying that fear was used is the Paul Vallis campaign. Because all Paul Vallis did was use the fear of Black people to try to get votes. The fear of Black people coming into your white neighborhood and destroying your stuff or stealing from you or carjacking you. Fear was the number one tactic of the Paul Vallis campaign. Fear of Black young people.
They not carjacking people. They not killing people.
Of course,
what you supposed to talk about? Y'all talked about 1965, the race war, Klan members. Y'all come on, man.
Because those people are still alive today. This is the thing. If you want to dismiss history so bad. But what you don't understand is that history is still alive today. The same white people that was in Marquette Park and Mount Greenwood, throwing bricks at Dr. King and hurling racial slurs at Harold Washington. Guess what? It wasn't that long ago. That was the 80s. Many of those
40 years ago, nobody would hear about 2023. What you gonna do about 2023? We don't want to hear nothing about 1985. We don't want to hear nothing about that.
You need to know our history. If you don't know your history, you are bound to repeat it. If you don't
that's why we messed up now. You said it in the past.
It's not the past. Our ancestors, it's a disrespect. It is a complete disrespect to the blood that our ancestors spilt to get us free, to pretend like what they did don't matter just because it's 2023. That is a complete disrespect to our bloodline. They left us a blueprint in their blood. They left us a blueprint in their blood. Fred Hampton, who got murdered at 21 years old, the chairman of the Chicago Black Panthers, 21 years old. He left a blueprint in his blood. Dr. King left a blueprint in his blood. Malcolm X left a blueprint in his blood. And for us to pretend like
where you at right now?
Doesn't matter, it's a disrespect to our ancestors.
We still fighting the same fight they were fighting 15 years ago.
They left us. It doesn't matter how long ago it was because we are still dealing with some of the same ills.
Okay.
The same ills that they were fighting.
All right.
It's ignorant. That don't matter. We are not reinventing the wheel.
Okay, Erica.
We are not reinventing the wheel.
Erica, just say your breath. Let's get back on this. Say that for another time. Let's get back on how these parents can help what we're trying to do. You know, hey, the people chose who they want. That's it at the end of the day. Brandon Johnson is the mayor. That's it. The people spoke.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're right,
so
Martin.
Don't even go
you're
there.
Absolutely right.
Don't
the
go
people
there.
Have spoken.
Right.
They chose.
Congratulations, Mr. Johnson.
They chose proactive solutions over reactive solutions, which is a great progress in our society because so much of what we do is reactive. We only react after the kids is out downtown. We react after the people done got shot. We react after everything has happened. So it is such a wonderful progress that we have now. The people have spoken. The majority of Chicago says we want to start thinking about this proactively. How can we even
talk to me a year from now? Talk to me a year from now. I want to hear it a year from now. Talk to me a year from now.
And so, and guess what? Just like, listen, the same people who doubted that Brandon could win is the same people that's doubting that we could solve this. So keep doubting, because one thing I've learned in this work, being underestimated is one of the best tools you could ever have in your toolbox. So keep underestimating, keep doubting, because how did that work out for y'all before? We whooped your ass. That's how it worked out. So keep doubting and keep underestimating. Okay?
Come on, man. Y'all got to make a little 2 points.
So this is the thing. Keep underestimating and keep doubting and see how that works out. Because it didn't work out so well last time when you underestimated and doubted us every step of the way. Because people power means something. And the same people power that got Brandon elected, that knocked on doors, that went to our neighbors. I was at the corner stores. I was at the liquor stores. I was at the blocks. The same people power that got Brandon elected is the same people power that can change these streets and these hoods. Better believe it. And if you think we going somewhere, if you think we just came into this thing for an election, you're wrong. The people that helped Brandon
I ain't seen y'all no other time. I ain't seen y'all no other time. I ain't seen Brandon no other time. You got his ass out west. Why you in the south? Why you know what he? Bro.
That's absolutely.
Nobody even know the man.
The people that got Brandon elected, we know Brandon because he was in the streets with us when we was trying to keep our schools open in our black neighborhood.
Erica.
We know Brandon.
I ain't seen him in the school still closed in my neighborhood. School still closed in my neighborhood.
Erica.
We fought though.
Erica.
We may not have won all the time.
Erica. Let's get back on point. Let's leave that alone. It's not getting us nowhere.
Okay, I'm trying to, Martin.
No, you're gonna have to. Ain't no trap. You're gonna do it. You're done with it. We're gonna talk about what these parents. Listen, and matter of fact, Brandon Johnson might be showing up at the press conference with us. So we working on that now.
That'll be all.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there too.
So, anyways, enough of addressing the haters and the doubters because they think that's a good strategy, even though it does not work, as they can see. But I want to talk about going forward, right? We need to have a true organized effort to reach out to our peoples in our communities. We know how to do it. We just did it to win this election. But now the message needs to be different. It's not about voting right now because there's no election going on. It's not about, hey, I know you don't believe in the system and you don't believe in voting. It's not that conversation no more. The conversation now with the same boots on the ground is, are you a parent? Do you have a teenager? Did you hear about what happened? Do you know where your child is? This text alert system. Hey, do you have your phone on you? Yes, I have my phone on me. Text this number to this. And you are going to begin to get alerts from the boots on the ground whenever there's any type of thing with teens. The other addition to that, which me and Martin talk about a lot because this is the type of work I do with cultural art and music and all the stuff I do with organizing youth, is that we also need to incorporate, especially during the warmer months, actual activities, concerts. Brandon is now a national figure, so we shouldn't have a problem getting celebrities and musicians out, but like utilizing that power and that national recognition to provide dope opportunities for our young people to have fun. So not only are we going to be addressing them when they want to do these things, but we also are going to have something to offer them. Again, proactive versus reactive. We're going to actually...
Can I say something more? Can I say something more?
Yeah, go ahead.
As a parent that blood spills in the street, my son did. I've had my son dad in Chicago street. That is shit. Ain't no concert and all that shit gonna work. That shit is nothing. All that, we need a whole new plan for this shit, man. All that you trying to go active shit, that is nothing, yo.
Hey, bro, listen, the cussing, brother.
You need to get these kids out. I'm sorry, man.
All right.
We need to give these kids opportunities, man. They don't have no opportunities, man. They don't have no money. This is why they out here doing things they doing. You talking about a concert? You talking about putting $1 million artist in front of a bunch of broke, starving kids, talking about change your life when he's gonna go back to his mansion or wherever he's from and live his pretty life while they gotta go back to the hood. You think that's gonna work? Man, come on, man.
Let me clarify.
Come on, man.
First of all, you already. Okay. First of all, let me clarify because you already know, and I know this is you, Kev. I support you 100%, and I've been there because I truly care about what happens to your son. This is the work I do. I done been to more kids' funerals and graduations than the work that I do. This means something to me. I hate that shit. So know that. Then secondly, I'm not just talking about concerts. I'm talking about the fact that we, of course, need to provide them opportunities for jobs, trade, money, opportunities to thrive, education, robust schools. All of that is a part of this. But the specific thing I'm talking about is when kids are going to want to be kids. That's what we saw downtown. What we saw downtown was kids wanting to be kids. What do we expect? You only get to be that age once, yo. You will never be 17 again, Kevin. I will never be 17 again. Morgan will never be 17 again.
It ain't got nothing to do with being okay. That's a crack of hell, yo. You don't even know what you're talking about, B.
No,
they not doing that because they want to be a much smaller. I mean, I'm sorry, man. You know I get it. You not, there's not no, they want to be a kid. Come on, man. That's a cry for help.
It is a cry for help.
Come on,
it absolutely is a cry for help. But understand something. Even as adults, if all we do is work all day, every day, 7 days a week, no weekends, no time off, no time to go to a restaurant, no time to enjoy our lives, even as adults, that kills us.
We don't get no money. Yes, because we don't get no money. This is what I told you. Money is everything that we need right now. Money and resources. All that other stuff is not going to work. The same money y'all, you can be talking about singing on a concert. Why you ain't trying to, book for these kids? Open up some concert fees? Really?
Yes, I'm talking about summertime Chicago. I'm talking, do you understand? Like, try to take yourself out of your age right now.
Summertime Chicago is not a concert.
You are of a certain age. You are speaking from the perspective of being a certain age. But I need you to take yourself outside of that right now. Do you know what it's like for these young people, these Black young people in our hood, when they scrolling through Instagram during the summer? They not in school. Not saying they shouldn't have summer jobs. Of course, have your summer job. But when they scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, do you know what they gonna see? They gonna see Lollapalooza. They gonna see white kids having the time of their lives. Crowd surfing, baseball, having a blast in their downtown. And so if you don't think that's not going to make them feel like they're missing out on something and then they're going to want to organize something on their own that's going to get wild and out of control, you're wrong. We need to provide our children with the same opportunities. It don't mean they're not going to have a job.
How you going to do that without
money? But everything is not about money.
How you going to do this without money, yo? You gonna pray for this? We gonna dance in the street for this shit?
Of course.
No, we need money. We need resources.
Of course, we need resources, but you're missing.
You're not talking about that. You're talking about throwing a party, man. I'm talking about throwing a revolution. You need to come back the fact that people that got the money, that's who we need to go holler at. You talking about throwing concerts and shit.
Kevin, calm down and listen real quick. Because I am a youth organizer. You are not. You are not a youth organizer.
I am a motherfucking parent. I am a parent that lost a kid and you ain't. I kid in the bed with you right now. My kid in the grave, man. You can't tell me nothing.
And I know that hurts you. I know that hurts you. But listen, the work that I do is try to prevent that from happening to another kid. It's to try to, and the one reason I know what I'm talking about is because I actually talk to the kids. I actually listen to their perspective.
I bury one, and I still talk to them. I talk to them, man. I bury one. You don't get no. Oh, what you talking about don't even make sense. You didn't live this life.
It makes sense. It don't make sense to you, but trust and believe. If our kids had positive outlets during the summer to have fun and enjoy themselves, we would not have what we just saw downtown. We wouldn't. Because they would already feel that they have that opportunity.
Erica, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tell Kevin what Kevin needs. Let's hear his ideas. Just be quiet, Erica. Let's see what Kevin has to say, what he wants. Come on, Kevin.
We need to go after our mayor-elect. We need to go after our governor. And we need to demand this money that we need to put these kids in a position where they feel like they something. No, you don't have no money. You feel like you're not nothing. We got to put them in a position, man. Look, man, you ain't got to do this. I can't tell you to get off the street. I ain't got nowhere for you to go. I'm just going to tell you to go to a concert. I'm going to tell you to go dance on the street somewhere. No, you trying to make money out here, man. It's for real out here. You can't do nothing without money. Even the stuff that they want to do, you can't do nothing without money. So why would you not prioritize making money to these kids, man? Because I never think, I promise, I've been in the street a long time, huh? You've been in the street a long time. You ever seen some dudes making money out here starting shit? They finish it, but they ain't out here paying nothing, they making money. Oh, you trying to tell these kids to do all this? Man, come on, man, it's cool. We'll do that after we show them how to get some money. After we show them how to take care of their people, how to take care of their nephews and daughters and sons and all that. If you don't do that, everything that you're trying to do is null and void, man. We fighting against the whole system. You're trying to tell them to have a concert and be happy. Ain't shit to be happy out here about. Now I got 8 kids. Come on, man. I'm trying to teach them how to get some bread. You want to go to you can't go. You want to tell your kids why they can't go to Lollapalooza? Because your mama ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. That's why you can't go to Lollapalooza. It ain't the white man's fault. It's the Mexican fault. It's the Puerto Rican, whoever the fuck fault. It's them. I don't got the money to send you there. Period. So all that other, man, come on, trying to show you, come on, you don't even got no money to show them no good time. I'm not going to listen to no millionaire singing to me, woo, all this, okay, I got to go back to the hood, and I don't know what my next meal going to be. Come on, man, that's the life they living out here. They ain't trying to have no good time. Come on, man. Get that shit real. You need to get out here and get them some money, man. That's it. All the rest of that shit, oh my man, no.
Yeah, hold on.
Can I
hold on. Let me get this number. Hold on. Because see, yeah, we turned into debate. Hold on. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Again. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Now, if you want to call in, that is the number, is on the screen, is behind me, to my right, to your left, and to my left, and to your right. So the number is behind me. You're welcome to call in to discuss some ideas. We're looking for some volunteers, and we're trying to get some solutions together. And And you hear the debate, the argument, whatever you hear is loud and clear. Go ahead, Erica. What to say?
Yeah, so I just want to comment to what Kevin just said. So I just want to say this real clearly. I believe, and I've seen it, it's scientific, right? The adult brain does not even fully develop until the age of 25. That is when the adult brain actually fully develops. And I believe one of the biggest injustices we have done to our Black youth is forcing them to grow up too fast. When we see all the crap they doing out here being too, quote unquote, too grown, don't be mad when they out here being too grown, where we are literally forcing them to grow up too fast before their brains are even developed enough. One of the biggest privileges that white kids get is that they get to be kids. We wouldn't have half the problems we have in our community if our kids got to actually be kids during the stage when they're supposed to be freaking kids. They're not supposed to be worried about all these adult problems. They're not supposed to be worried about providing for a household. That's not their job. They're supposed to be kids. So no wonder they don't respect adults, because they think they adults. And they're not. Their brains ain't even adult brains yet. And then we get mad when they out here acting like adults, disrespecting adults, don't want to listen to adults. And we want to continue to push them into this adulthood faster than their peers. And then wonder why we got havoc in the streets and why they don't listen to nobody. They are kids. And it's time for them to get to be kids, because it's a lot easier to manage kids who know they're kids than it is to manage kids who think they grown. So as much as we might want to push them into money, pay bills, worry about adult responsibilities, that's the wrong direction. That's why they out here acting like this, because they think they adults and they're not. Their brains ain't even adult brains yet. So we need to slow it down, and we need to give them the opportunity to actually be in the age demographic they are. So yes, that means fun. That means concerts. That means crowd surfing. That means being carefree. Because if they never get to experience a carefree stage when they're supposed to experience a carefree stage, they are going to make our lives a living hell. This is for a reason. So we need to allow them these opportunities. It's not just about a concert. It's about giving our kids a chance to be freaking kids. Something that's been snatched from Black children in the hood for generations. That's why they parents is jacked up, because they didn't get to be kids. And it's time to end the cycle. It's time to end the generational cycle of that in our community. And when you talk about money, Kevin, money, you know who got a lot of money? These white kids who are overdosing on opioids. They got a lot of money. Who are over here ODing on drugs. They got a lot of money. People win the lottery and end up destroying their lives. Money is not everything. Money is something. Money is something. I'm not saying money don't matter. It does matter, because those are resources. But we have to have a holistic approach. But we have to have a holistic approach, yo.
Right now,
Hey, Kevin, you break it up. Kevin.
I'm having trouble hearing. I don't know what's going on.
Kevin, his phone breaking up. He probably using Wi-Fi. Your phone breaking up, Kevin.
Hold on. You got me now?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The only way anything is gonna get corrected, even if we go by Erica plan. Dude, we need money. That's what it comes down to. And you can't do nothing without money. You gotta pay that same. That whoever gonna perform at your concert, you gotta pay them, right? You gotta pay them, right? You got to pay for everything else. You got to pay. So you need money. It ain't no time to go to concerts and all that old shit. You can go to that shit after you get money. After you ain't got to worry about where your next meal coming from. Whether you gonna be able to feed your kids tonight. Don't nobody want to go to no concert. Don't they got all that? Let me tell you something, man. It's real out here, man. All that letting kids be kids, that shit is over with. It's never gonna happen, G, until we take down this system. Until we start focusing on destroying this system and rebuilding this system, all that kumbaya shit is gonna be the same shit it's been doing for the last 70, 80 years.
Man, you got to watch your language, bro. Kevin.
Nothing. Okay. We ain't got nothing. Out of nothing.
Okay.
We ain't got nothing.
Okay.
You don't have shit. You don't have no land. You don't got nothing.
Here's the thing. Kevin. Your mindset is what's perpetuating that system. You're keeping that system alive by not challenging it. We can't keep the system alive that we claim we want to kill. If we really want to kill the system, like you say, then we got to make a whole 180 from the way the system says we need to be. Because if we keep going the way the system says we need to be, we will keep doing this for the next 100 years. At some point, we got to make a 180. I'm trying to go to war. I can't go to war without money.
Okay. All right, listen up. I got a new.
For the 100th time.
I got a new caller.
100th time,
Erica,
I never
hold
said
on.
money wasn't needed.
Hold it. I got a new caller, y'all. Let's get some fresh ideas in here. 7827. Come on, caller. 7827. Caller.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing? Go ahead, caller.
How you doing?
Good.
Listen, I was downtown last night.
Okay, let's see.
I saw it, and I can tell you, as a black man, I was embarrassed. Who born and raised and grew up in this city. But the truth of the matter is, these children have been stopped.
That's Willie.
I drove from downtown to the south side of Chicago, and I saw it literally go from light to dark. Our communities have been disinvested for too long. And perhaps we should listen to our children. They want to go where there's something happening. They want to go where things have been valued in our city because they want to experience everything, but they're bringing a lot of their bullshit with them because they don't have anything. So look, I think this summer, we as a city, as a state, and as a country, quite frankly, because it's going to have to take all hands on deck. We're going to have to do a number of things, but I agree. Part of that is you cannot feed people. You cannot lead people that you don't feed. So we have to build, I believe, a great opportunity, which I benefited from as a young black person in this city, who was from poor communities like Inglewood, where I grew up. We need to bring the trades. We need to give kids an opportunity to learn something, a skill set that they can actually be creative in, that's going to work them out, and that they're going to be compensated for. In addition to that, because let me say this, everybody's not going to be a rapper, we know that. We're going to have to make sure that we get these opportunities to be carpenters, the next carpenters, plumbers, electricians. This is a good thing. This is good public policy for us to engage in. And quite frankly, our community needs a lot of this. But in addition to that, we have to have investments on the ground where it's fun for kids to be able to go in their own neighborhoods and enjoy themselves. We also have to make sure that we actually have parents that are being held accountable. We got too much technology. I got 6 children. I know where all of my children were last night based upon us having a location on them because of their phones. Everybody is going where their phones are. And we should benefit from the technology. We have to hold parents accountable.
Brother Willie,
Parents knew where their children were last night. Go ahead.
how do we hold parents accountable? See, I hear that name. I hear that all the time. How do we hold these parents accountable?
I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
First and foremost, we have to give parents an opportunity to be able to have amenities where they can dictate to their children that you got something to go to right in your own community. Right now, if my daughter just turned 15, Martin, she asked to go downtown herself. I didn't let her go downtown because I suspected this was going to be what it ultimately came out to be. But what do I tell my daughter when all of her friends are on social media saying they're having fun, and ultimately it turns out that, people got hurt, that they were violent, that they were belligerent, they were doing all of the things that we don't want to see our kids do as parents and as community members. So I told my daughter that we are going to fix this problem partly by building them something in their own community where they can have a good time, where we can monitor and control our own children. So I can tell you that we need to all be demanding from every excuse my French, every elected official, every level of government, every business inside of our community, everybody that claims to be a part or a partner in our community, that we need to build an oasis for our kids. There are no theme parks here. There are not enough youth centers. There are not enough workforce development opportunities in our community, and it can be. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm here, Martin. I'm calling as a parent, as a member of the community. I'm not calling in any other capacity. I'm not calling as an organizer.
But Willie, everything
as a parent.
Everything you said is wonderful, but you still did not tell me how can we hold these parents accountable. We always use that word, not coming at your number. These are words that we use, but you did not tell me how can we hold some of these parents accountable. That's what I need to know. We say we slinging words, but I can't get nobody to really tell me. That's what I'm waiting to hear you. You gave us some wonderful ideas. I agree with everything you said, but you didn't tell me how can we as a community hold these parents, children that's out here doing bad things accountable. That's what I need to know.
I think the first thing we think about when we say holding people accountable is some type of penalty. We need to make sure that we can start by penalizing people. We need to create opportunities. We need to give a financial incentive. Hold on, Martin.
Okay.
We need to fine them. Why don't we consider fining these parents? That is a deterrent in of itself. If your child, first of all, if we catch a child in mass, first of all, we have to have the police department do their job. If parents, I don't like to jump out and talk about things right now, public policy necessarily, because I need to consider what I say really weighs, right? And you understand that. Right. But I called your show and I appreciate the question.
Right.
But I will tell you this. Parents need to be held accountable, and it has to be some type of financial penalty assessed with it. Because at the end of the day, parents are going to be moved and motivated. Like, if this happens to me, they're going to say, shit, let me get your ass back in this house. You have to be here. And so these things are they're complicated, Martin. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we have to acknowledge the fact that we don't have the amenities inside of our communities, despite all of the taxpayer dollars that we put in to the system, that will have our children wanting to be in their own neighborhoods and not downtown. And I think a lot of people are really with this burn down downtown, F downtown, but I don't think they understand how crucial it is for us to have tourists come into our city, pay those high taxes that we have here so that we can fund our city for all the city services that we have. If we let downtown continue to burn like it's doing, if we allow it to, if we allow the West Loop and all these other places where tourism dollars are getting where people are coming in, the tourists are coming in to purchase hotel rooms, restaurants, drinks, all other amenities we have in the city, we're going to lose the entire city. I want to be very clear on that point. So we need to stop this. We need to make sure that we have very clearly investing in emergency dollars. I'm going to be calling everybody that I can call from the federal level, the state, county, city, and make sure that we have emergency dollars and we've been prepared to deal with our own children in our communities this summer, because we do need to provide a space for our children to actually be kids. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. We cannot play around right now. And I think that the realities are our children through COVID started the trend. And this is going to grow and it's going to evolve. We have to redirect our children's efforts. And that does involve workforce development. We need to put our kids to work. I got worked out. I'm not that old. I'm 38. I got worked out and I got paid for it. That took up a lot of my day and my time. And I was prepared to do it the next day because I liked making money. But we also need to make certain that we give our kids a place to have fun because they're kids. And I'm going to tell you, the parents of teenagers and you know, they want to have a good time. And I don't have a reasonable expectation. I don't have a reasonable response to my kids, to my children, when they ask why they don't have anything in their communities. Why do we always have to travel there? Why do we always got to go downtown? Why do we always have to go out of town to have fun? Where are our amusement parks? Where are our amenities? And I think that's something that as parents, or quite frankly, as a parent right now at this time with young children, I'm not prepared to just not have a real response to our children, because now it's on my watch. It wasn't on my watch prior to this, but now it's on my watch as parents. And I think all of us as people right now, Martin, you got skin in the game now.
Mm-hmm.
The businesses, we got skin in the game. The politicians, everybody has to really look in the mirror and really ask, have we done enough to make sure that our children have communities where they don't have, you have no excuse. I always tell my kids and the kids that I work with and that I deal with, you don't have an excuse because I've set you up. Now we have, on a larger scale as a community, we have to say that same thing, and we can't say that we set them up. So this is an emergency. I think this is an emergency goes to the highest level. I'm going to call, and all of the relationships that I have with everyone, including the mayor-elect, we're having these conversations right now. Within the next couple of weeks, I think the responsible thing to do is to come out with a thoughtful, funded plan for the next several weeks and in the summer months to make certain that we are saying we have programs and that we have a system set up inside the south side and the west side, because let's be clear, this ain't going on. I was downtown myself. These were Black kids, exclusively Black kids, that were tearing up our downtown. And we cannot sit down and turn our eyes and put our hands over our face and pretend like it was anything other than that.
Let me say something, Willie.
At the same time, we have to recognize that we haven't set them up.
We
haven't set them up to do something better.
Let me just say this. The hardest thing about anything is getting started. And my goal is here, we got on a discussion last night that we want to go downtown and talk to the young people. That's a start. Now, we know we need money. We know we need resources. But how about us going down there, not on a muscle trip, not muscle tripping, talk to the young people and get a relationship, start a relationship with them. Let them know that, hey, as parents, as politicians, as business owners, as community servants, hey, we want to know what is it that you guys need. We need to hear from you. We're talking about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You know, these are the people we're talking about. But we can't do none of these things unless we have a relationship. Now, you know, and I know we have violence interruption programs throughout the city. Now, how many of these programs are really working? A lot of these guys that was from the streets, that was high ranking, they don't have no soldiers no more. They has been, if I may use that term. They has been. It's a new day today. Young people that's don't know no literature, don't know nothing. All they know is getting high, having sex, stealing, robbing, disobedient to their parents, to authority, to teachers. Now, one of my goals is to go and talk with them, go straight to them, not talk around them, not make decisions without them. I want them to be at the table. Why are we looking at forming the menu? What do you think about this? Do you think this is going to work? Now, I understand what Kevin was saying. I understand what you were saying, Erica. We need money. But first thing we need to build a relationship. So when we get money, we know how to use it properly and put it in the right hands. We're not trying to get no money for these people out here to go out and buy a luxury car, luxury home, nice high-end watch to show out right through the community. And the people that we're trying to help, their needs are not being met. We see that too much. And money is right up there with oxygen. We need it to survive. But we don't need no money to build a relationship with the young people. Let's talk to them. Let them know that, hey, we really trying to help. Because we see the path that y'all going on. You're going to be a felon. The police going to wind up shooting, killing one of y'all, and we don't want that. And we don't want you guys shooting at the police or innocent people at all. If we build that relationship, that's what we got to do. Money ain't going to buy that relationship, brother. We need to get that one-on-one relationship with them. Come down there in peace. Because they crying out, Willie. If they jumping on buses and cars and throwing stuff down there, they crying out they need some attention. They're not getting it at home. That's all my focus is. The first focus, I want to build my foundation on relationship with the young people. That's what I want to do, on relationship. Then from the relationship, we can build from resources, money, mentorship, different trades, and all that. It come. The scripture said one plant, one water, and God gives the increase. There's a divine order. The first order we need to do is build that relationship with them young folks. We don't need no grant money to do that. We don't need to wait no time. Soon as they get down there, we need to go right down and confront them. Hey, brothers and sisters, we coming in peace. We got an idea. We need you guys to help us. We want you to be at the table. Huh? So that we want you to be at the table. We want the young people to be at the table with us. Tell us what they think they need or what they want. That's what we want. Most of the time as adults, we don't listen to children. We tell them what to do. Go in the room and lay down. And don't talk back. Shut your mouth. Okay? That's what we do as adults. But now we coming to them and reasoning with them. Hey, listen, brother. Willie said it was strictly black people down there. We don't want to see you guys getting arrested, being on your record in juvenile detention. We don't want you guys shooting at each other. Something has to be done. And the only way we can reach those people, those young people, is to build a relationship of trust, that they can trust us. And that's what I want to build. Now, resources and all that, I don't have none of those right now. That's not my department. My department is relationship. Then I can go to Willie. Then I can go to Eric. I can go to Kevin or some whatever. And start building from that. That's what I want to do. I don't want those that don't believe nothing, they ain't gonna work and don't try nothing. They on the keyboard, they punching keys and they'll never work. And listen, people, we have to do something. And I'm talking about like right now. Right now. Not later on, not 2 weeks, right now. before we
Yes.
lose another
Yeah.
young person in gun violence downtown get shot. I'm telling you. And we're going to have to work with law enforcement too. I don't have a problem with that. Because listen, we got to let the police know, hey, listen, these are young black people, and we know they get a little unruly and all that, but we wanna make sure that y'all don't gun them down. Give us a chance to talk to them and calm them down.
Yes.
Don't shoot first, then ask questions later.
6799.
Yeah.
And Martin, can I add something to
All
what
right.
you just said?
All right, let me let this new caller call. Then I'll let you do it. Come on, new caller, 6799. Come on, new caller. That's you, Willie.
Now, I just want you to let me get 5 minutes at a time. I'm just explain what
Okay.
I like and what I don't like.
Okay, come on, no
I
problem.
don't
That's why
like
we're
white
here.
supremacists. I don't like Klan members.
Okay,
Okay.
no problem.
Now look, this is what I think needs to happen. To me, I think 70% of those kids have iPhones. If the parents put the tracking on their phones and set it so they can't unlock the tracking, that would help. Also, I think that they should fine the parents if the kids get caught busting windows, jumping on buses every time they get caught, and the fine go up. That might stop them from letting their kids go down there also.
Man,
Hold on, let the brother talk. Hey, listen, Kevin. We ain't gonna do that now. Let the brother talk. This is his opinion. This is the idea. We got to get. We at the table right now. We discussing now. Go ahead, brother. 6799. Go ahead.
I go downtown every Saturday with my young son and have fun, and I see those kids all the time. Some of them want to have fun, and a lot of them don't. Some of them just go down there for BS. So if they get caught and they find the parents, I think that will work, because the parents are going to get tired of paying that money for those fines, and they're going to stop their kids from coming down there. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, Erica, then Kevin. And I got another caller. Come on now, be quick.
Yeah.
I got another caller because I don't want to have him hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, so there's an African proverb that says, the child who does not feel embraced by the village will burn the village down just to feel its warmth. Again, the child that is not embraced by the village will burn the village down just to feel its warmth. So we may see these kids, we notice them, we know they out here, but our African culture shows, and it's true, that they know we don't like them. They know we think they ain't ish. They know that their parents don't care about them, and we don't care about them, and we just see them as a problem. And they are currently burning the village down just to feel the warmth. That's an African proverb. So one thing that I think, with one of the suggestions I heard, I'm actually totally against, is the idea of fining the parents. We got to look at reality, y'all. Y'all talking about fining parents who already got back parking tickets, who already got red light camera tickets they ain't paid for the city. We talking about people in poverty, yo, that got all kind of fines and fees that ain't been paid, that cars are about to be booted. Adding additional fines monetarily to already poor, impoverished people, to me, is not a solution, because they already not able to pay the fines and fees that's put on poor people to begin with. So it's like, that might sound like, and even some of the people that go even further saying like, lock the parents up. Okay, so now you want kids to have incarcerated parents, and now they become wards of the state? That's a solution? Like, We need to think outside of this, y'all. We need to start getting to the root of why these parents aren't being capable. What's their trauma? What's their issue? What's their addiction? What's their situation where they're not able to be active, present parents? Fines and fees don't work because they already guaranteed they're the same people that's got red light camera fees they ain't paid, fooding fees they ain't paid. So it's like we need to look at this more holistically at the real problem. Why are these parents not capable? What is their real issue that needs to be addressed on a deeper, more rooted level so that we can actually figure out? And there's different organizations that do therapy, holistic things to help parents become better parents.
Okay, Eric.
Which is great. But we need to lean on that.
Erica,
we need to lean on that.
Hold on, I got another call. I said I was gonna let Kevin go. Come on, Kevin, real quick. Then I got to go to I got 2 new callers. Go ahead, Kevin.
Everything that y'all saying, that y'all suggesting, costs money. All of it come back down to money. You can't do none of this without money.
Kevin.
Y'all focusing on shit. Y'all focusing on things that y'all can't do without money.
Hey, Kevin, it don't cost no money to go downtown and talk to these young folks that look like you and me to build a relationship with, that we talking about helping. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Kevin, listen, first of all, Kevin, listen to me. If you're not listening, listen, open up your third eye. Our relationship, get them familiar with you. It's just like a young man living on your block and you speak to him every day. Okay, you gaining ground. That's the first thing. That's the foundation, Kevin. You think I'm just going to take $10,000 to a group of young people and just start passing it out? It don't work like that, Kevin. You talk to young people and find out what needs do they need. We're not in their circle. We older people. We don't face the things that they face, brother. We got to establish a relationship with them first. Come on, bro. We got to do that. That don't cost no money. That don't cost no money, Kevin, to go down there and talk to them young people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Kevin. That's all I'm saying. Let's build a foundation, brother.
Martin, can I?
No, hold on, brother.
Hold
on, brother. Hold on. We got to build a foundation with these young people. We got to let them know when we meet with them, hey, we trying to help. We want to hear your cry. What's really going on at your house? Are you homeless? You got parents? I mean, come on. We got to know. So when it come time to put out or get some resources or whatever, we got to know how to distribute them. Man, we got too many young brothers around here, you know and I know, that's taking this money and cuffing it and putting it in their pocket. It's not trickling down to the people that really need it, brother.
Big fact.
That's all I'm saying, brother. Listen, anybody can write something and make it look good on paper, but are you executing what you got on paper? I'm telling you, brother, I see these grant hustlers. They're no good. They're no good for the community. They selfish. They're out for their own self and everything. They're not out for nobody, help nobody, brother. And I believe in money. We need money. You're right. Money is right up there with oxygen, Kevin. We can't live without it. But what can we do without money is to build a relationship with the young people. You know what? They can say, hey, you know what? This group over here, they really care about us. But them over there, they all about the money. We ain't trying to hit them. They all about the money. And you hear people saying that right now today about a certain class of people or certain organization or individuals. These young people are not stupid. They know who is really for them and who's out for the money, the dollar. It's like a parent, a foster parent that got foster children that's able to determine that, hey, my foster parent don't love me. All he or she care about the money I get. Only time she be nice to me is around check time. Then during the rest of the week, month and all that, she mean to me, don't buy me nothing, don't half feed me. So I got to get out here and fend for myself. We got a lot of that going on too, Kevin. We got a whole population of 20,000 homeless people here in the city of Chicago. I'm talking about young people. They got to get in where they fit in. Riding the public transportation, riding the blue line, the red line, the green line, all day. You don't know they're homeless. They don't look homeless, but they're homeless. Let me go to this new caller, then I'm going to let you go. Brother, I got a new caller, brother. I'll let you talk. I can come back to you. I got to get to this caller. We in the midnight hour. 7827. 7827. Come on, caller. 78.
Martin,
yeah.
This is Willie. I called back.
Okay, go ahead, Willie.
Disconnected here.
Okay.
I just want to close with this. You know, two summers ago, not last summer, the summer before, and I'm telling a story because it really hits on what you talked about, going down there and building a relationship, because I believe in this. When 2 summers ago during the summer, 100 some odd kids showed up on my block. And I'm like, what is going on? And then a young man jumped on my neighbor's car. She's an elderly woman. He's jumping on her car. I go out there and I tell him, I say, man, get up off of her car. That could be your grandmother here, man. And he was embarrassed, but he got on down. The kids was clowning him and everything. And I felt bad because I knew the young man from the neighborhood. But you know why he got down off that car? And why they didn't go crazy and jump on me and all that type of stuff? I built a relationship with them kids prior to that.
Thank you, Willie.
I had
Thank
a
you.
basketball rim because the Rams were taken down by the current mayor that's about to be our previous mayor in our parks due to COVID. But I put a rim up on my garage. A lot of those kids came and played. I bought them food random days. I bought them juices and Gatorade. And they knew me. I went out there and hooped with them, a little bit. And I talked to them about what's going on. So they had respect for me. These young people really do need relationships, and they will respect what they know.
Thank you, Willie.
So
Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Willie.
And I commend you, quite frankly, for having the competence and the desire to go out there and have some conversations with them. And let me say this. We need to build these relationships. We need to also make certain that we build our own oasis for our own community.
Yes.
So we can make sure that our kids don't even want to go downtown.
Thank you.
For that, like they don't have to go downtown. So I agree with building the relationship because that matters. Now I can walk through Auburn Gresham on several blocks. I can walk through Inglewood on several blocks. I know you. Mr. Preston matter to you. You're not going to get out of line. You're not going to do certain things because I'm present. But I had that same, but see, I govern myself like this because I had Miss Ivory. I had Mr. Brooks. I had Mr. Bolden, who's still in Inglewood, a legend, who built relationships with us. And we was crazy and silly as young kids. I know I was in this city for many years. So I agree with you on that. I think we should build those relationships. I applaud your efforts. And I think that, again, I'm calling in as a parent and I stay connected to my community, even in this hour and wherever we got to go. But I will tell you that we got to make certain that we hold public officials accountable, that all of us need to be held accountable. Parents have to be held accountable, but that relationship building piece is so necessary and it works.
Thank you, Brother Willie. Thank you.
Works,
Erica.
Martin,
but thank you. I'm getting out of here.
Okay, thanks, Willie. No problem. Go ahead, Erica.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, one of the things that we need to think of when it comes to addressing this issue is that our young people are absolutely looking for those relationships. We keep talking about money, and yes, money matters. For the 100th time, I'm gonna say, resources and money absolutely matters. I do work for reparations because money does matter. But you want to know what don't cost no money? That's so powerful that we are overlooking as a grown people is cultural shifts. And it's the young people themselves, if organized and politically educated and spoken to, have the power to shift the culture. It is the very young people we're talking about that if they are reached out to, that can make being a shooter uncool. They can make sagging your pants uncool. The young girls that I do mentorship with can actually decide that they no longer gonna mess with the boys who can't sag. They not gonna mess with shooters no more. It is the young people that we leave out of these conversations. If we actually embrace them, politically educated them, that don't cost no money, who actually could be the ones to shift the culture to where the very things we're seeing, they make it uncool. Because the one thing young people are good at is roasting somebody, is making something not cool to be. And so we are not tapping into the very essence of the power that could shift this. If young people decide that being a shooter ain't cool no more, if young people decide that destroying downtown ain't cool no more, and you are now an outcast, you are now no longer accepted by the group. You don't get the cute girl no more. You don't get the cute guy no more. It's not cool no more. They will be the ones that change all this, not us. So we need to tap into their power as well. They have a power that we don't have because that's their demographic. We got to share power with them. We got to educate them politically, give them the power, give them the guidance, and trust and believe if we do that, they are the ones that can shift this culture.
Okay. Hold on, Erica.
They can decide it's not cool no more.
Erica, I got another caller, okay, that's been holding on for about more than 10 minutes. 0123. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, everybody got a good point as far as building a relationship, even the concerts and what Brother Kevin was saying. I just feel like in the method it was done, it's all mixed up. A lot of these kids don't listen unless you're willing to give them something. And that's a part of building a relationship with them. You gotta have something for them. I mean, not necessarily money, but maybe a way for them to make some money. I don't really see a lot of summer jobs no more. As many as it was when I was younger, we were able to work when we were 15 years old. I don't see a lot of opportunities for these young kids, and that's why I feel like they got too much time on their hands. I don't think they crying out for help. It got a lot to do with they just being rambunctious and they're young. If you give them something to do, maybe you can build a relationship with them, and then maybe you can move on to more concerts and stuff and something to take up a little bit more of their time. Keep them busy.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody got a good point. I just think the way we lined it up is a little bit different. That's all.
Okay. Well, I tell you one thing, ain't nothing gonna get done talking about it. We got to be about it. That's what I say. And listen, and I tell people like this: if you don't get no money, what you gonna do? You gonna sit about on the sideline with your arm folded and say, "Look at them bad kids," or you gonna use what you got in your hand? Other words, use what you got. Whatever little help that you could do, use that. Listen, people, if we can save 1 or 2 people out of 1,000, we've done a good job. I'm just telling you, people, because them 1 or 2 might be a mass murder, mass killer, or serial killer. You don't know. So my point is, the first step is relationship. Don't cost no money. And while we building that relationship, we working on resources. giving them something. I'm not just finna walk up to nobody and just hand them something. Hey, because I think you cool or whatever. No, let's talk about it, brother. I'm not going to give you no meal for the day. I'm going to teach you how to go get a meal. Let's talk about it. All my friends that got money, I don't ask them for no money. Show me how to get money. Don't do the Willie Wilson on me. Don't get me wrong. I respect Willie for giving. But sometime it's got to be a point of time where, hey, you got to show people how to go get a fish. Teach them how to fish. Don't just give them a fish. The saying says you give them a fish, you feed them for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, you'll feed them for a lifetime. And that's real important. And that's what I'm trying to get at with the young folks. I want to be able to be a lifeline to young folks. They can call me, hey, Martin, I'm into with this gang. Can you go over there, holler at them? Can you get us together and tell them everybody put their guns away? You come be the mediator and let us talk it out. I want to be able to do that and have their respect. Well, I won't have the police waiting on the next block to arrest them all. I want to have that type of relationship with them. That's the type of relationship I want to build with them. I want to have a relationship with them. If a shooter go out there and shoot and kill somebody and everybody know he did it, he can call Martin Johnson. Hey, Martin, I want to turn myself in, but I don't need no cameras. I want you to go with me, walk in the police station with me. That's the type of relationship I want with the young people. You know, I want a relationship where a young person can come to me and say, hey, Martin, I'm homeless. I'm doing bad. You got any resources? You know anybody that got any apartments or something? That's the type of relationship. When we had that relationship, we could tell Tony and Pookie and Ray Ray and Shaquita, put that gun down. Now, y'all know better than that. Don't squash that. We can talk to them like that. I'm telling you, this is what we need, people. We just not finna go take no bulldozer and bulldoze in those people's lives out there like that. We got to understand them and they got to understand us. Brother, sister, we coming in peace. I don't want you to spend the next 20, 30 years in jail because you was showing out in front of this little pretty red bone girl. Now, you can't have her and the lame getting it. Now, if I may use that term. You want to be the tough guy and show her how tough you are and everybody afraid of you. That's not the way, brother. We got to have or build a relationship with these young people. I'm not in their world. I don't understand why they wear their pants sagging. I don't understand why they like the drill music, but that's their world. That's what they like. I don't understand why they popping pills out the pills. That's their world. Help me to understand. Help me make it make sense to me as an older adult that's old enough to be some of y'all grandfather or father. Brother, God is looking for a man and woman who he can trust to help people. We're not here to go to bed with the shorties. We're not here to take advantage of them. We're here to help them. And that's what my mission is about, people. Nothing else. Not how much money I can get out of this. Not how much media press I can get out of this. Listen, if I can help somebody, I get a joy out of helping people. It does something for my soul. When you bless somebody privately, God will bless you publicly. I'm telling you, it's real, people. We cannot be afraid of people that look like us. Yeah, I know they shooters. I know they're dangerous, but we got to go to them in a humble way. The boys and the girls, too, as well, because you got girl shooters. We got young people out there sticking up banks, sticking up armored trucks. We don't know their story. We don't know the story behind the trigger man, the stick-up man. We don't know if his mama abandoned him. We don't know if his mama on drugs. We don't know if they've been molested. We don't know. We don't know the story. Not justifying what they're doing is right, but we don't know. Erica said it so eloquently that about what you said about the people that burn the fire is the silent voice of the unheard. They crying out. They crying out, people. And listen, if you waiting on Chicago police to save our young people, it's not gonna happen. Like Brandon Johnson said, the Chicago police is wearing too many hats. They can't be your preacher. They can't be your daddy, your coach, and your mentor. They are here to uphold the law. Like them, love them, or not, whatever. That's their job. It's not their job to get on their knees and pray with you because you having a mental episode. That's not their job. That's not their job to tell your son, go to school. That's not their job. That's my story, people. And I'm sticking to it. So anybody want any last words to say? Because I'm about to get off. I've been on here about an hour and a half.
I just want to say something real quick, and I'm done, Mark. If it's possible, I mean, I know you know a lot of successful Black people, you know, maybe truckers or plumbers or engineers. Maybe get 10 of them together. And then we go down there and talk to the young guys and pass out cards or offer to mentor them. You know, hey, look, this is how my story went. You know, here's my number. You know, you want to talk to me if you're interested in it. And I think you might get a little bit, we might get some success in that. Something that might catch their attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good to me. I ain't gonna argue with that. Okay. Erica? Erica?
Yeah, I mean, I think the same. Like, you know, we need to be able, like, we can't love kids that we're afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we gotta stop being afraid of these kids. Like, I'm a 5'1" woman. Like, and I go into these environments. I've been out there with the shooters. I've been out there with the gangs. And maybe the fact, you know, I'm in my 30s, but I look younger than I am. They be thinking I'm like close to their age or whatever, maybe give me some cover, but use what you got. Like, I'm actually of the essence that we need something in Chicago. If anybody remembers the show 21 Jump Street, we need that. We need a 21 Jump Street in Chicago of like younger looking people, even though we're older, who can blend in with the young folks. It's not necessarily going to be the older folks. Because when they see somebody that look like their mama or their daddy, they're going to turn away. But like those of us that are younger, millennials, that look younger than we are, like blending in like 21 Jump Street. And we get in there and we actually start to build relationships. We actually know what's going on. We actually know what the word on the street is. And we can help guide them, right? Because if y'all remember about 21 Jump Street, the fact they were slightly older made them cool. They were able to be cooler because they, it's just we got to be strategic, y'all. And like, we like, if you are of a certain age, but you look a certain age, you have the ability to blend in with them, but they have no idea you're not their age, and they think you cool. So they're more likely to listen to you. They're more likely to do what you say. They're more likely to go in your direction because they can't trump your coolness. But your only reason you're cooler is because you're older. You're actually older. And so we need to utilize those skills, y'all. We need that in Chicago. I mean, I'm even up to putting it in the high school. A 21 Jump Street squad, y'all. I know this sounds crazy, but a 21 Jump Street squad that actually goes to high school. Maybe they don't have to turn in all the assignments because everybody, the teachers know who they are. But like, the kids think they cool. Like, they the coolest people on campus. They drive the nicest cars. They cool. But they able to use that influence to influence the youth in the right direction. So like we got to be strategic. That's all I'm saying. We got to think outside the box. No more the same old, same old. No more the fines and fees and incarceration of parents. We got to think outside the box. That's my final thought.
Kevin, you got the last word.
Man, y'all it's I don't know how to say it, man. With these kids, man, you just got to come at them and you got to take them for how they are, man. Like, I agree with you, got to understand where they come from and all that, but all that is trying to do all that other little sneaky shit and no, man, you just got to come at the kids and treat them like kids, man. Show them some love. Give them something, man. I ain't talking about walking out there giving them no motherfucking, partners, no money. I'm talking about going out there and offering a way, like you say, a way to keep making money. I ain't gonna give you nothing, but I'm gonna offer you an opportunity to make some money and keep on making money. That's what I'm talking about. I might be saying it, wording it the wrong way, but people taking it the wrong way. But I'm talking about offering these opportunities, man. They don't have no opportunities out here. I'm outside with these people. I got all the little hitters in my phone. I coach these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what they on. It all comes down to, man, what I'm supposed to do, huh? This is they thinking, man, what I'm supposed to do, huh? Sit out here and look crazy. I got to take care of my brother kids. I got to take care of my sister kids. I got to take care of my kids. I got to take care of my mama because she's smoking cheese. My daddy in jail, I got to send him some money on the books. It all comes down to. This is why I say the money, because I'm out there talking to them every day. They home. So once we find out how to get these resources and get this money and do the right thing with it, we can make something happen. Until then, we just gonna be talking, man. I'm tired of talking. I'm not gonna keep talking about this, man. And the root problem is the system. Until we go at the root problem, which is not the kids, it's not the parents, it's the system that we're in. Once we stop being scared and go at the people that's really holding us back, really keeping us from being, they not letting us in no table if we kick the door in. They ain't gonna let us in the table. They ain't gonna let us in the table. They don't want to see like you can live the same way in Oakland, you can live that way in Inglewood. You're not going to them. You gotta make them show you that. You know what I mean? Like, man, I just hope we get it together, man. I'm with whatever, man. Make sure you hit me up and let me know where I got to be tomorrow.
I got you.
I'm going to be there.
I got you. All right, people, good night. Thank y'all for the comments, and we still brainstorming. You might hear us debating and arguing, but hey, we got to get it together. We're going to get it together. One thing that we all agreed on, relationship. We all agreed on that. We all really agreed on relationship and resources and jobs and trade. We agreed on that too as well. So we don't need no money to build a relationship with the young folks. And that's what we need to do. If we build that relationship, then we can build, start bringing in things, resources, point them in direction where they should go. And that's all we're asking. I need parents. I need business owners. I need politicians. I need pastors. I need friends of the community. Let's join and be one body. One body. So we can help our young Black people. Because if we don't, the drive-by shooters going to increase. The shooters going to increase. The carjacking is going to increase. The robbery is going to increase. It's going to increase. But I guarantee you, if we reach out to them young people on the scale of what I'm talking about, on some relationship stuff, I guarantee you crime will go down. It will go down. I can't guarantee you that it completely stop. I would never say that because that's $1 billion industry. But I guarantee you it will decline. And that's what the focus are. That's my focus. And that's what I'm all about. I don't want to have to go to your son or your daughter, my daughter, crime scene and hearing people crying and hollering because Pookie Ray Ray came by in the car and did a drive-by shooting. We heard that story so many times. People sitting in the cars. People just standing at the bus stop and they were shooting at somebody else across the street and shot the person at the bus stop. Or the lady was sitting in a house getting ready to eat and a bullet come through the window and hit her in the head. We've heard all those stories. We've heard the stories where they carjacked the lady and her baby was in the back seat of the car. We've heard those stories, people. Let's put the work in. If we want a better Chicago, a new Chicago with a new mayor and some new aldermen, let's put the work in. That's all we got to do. Put the work in. I can't do what Erica do. Erica can't do what I do. We all got our role to play. The world is a big stage, and everybody got their own role, you know, what we good at. So whatever you good at, that's where you should fit in at. That's it.
Yes, absolutely. And Martin, I just want to say one
Come
last
on,
thing.
Erica. Now, come on now.
I saw in the comment section about my
Go ahead.
about my suggestion about the whole 21 Jump Street thing, and like somebody said, this ain't TV, this is your life. But I work with artists. I work with musicians, artists, everything. And one thing y'all need to understand: sometimes art imitates life. Art does sometimes imitate life. And like, if we gotta do what we gotta do, don't be afraid to learn from art. Because from my understanding, the original 21 Jump Street was about a bunch of white kids ODing on drugs and selling drugs. And it worked. So like, don't negate learning from art. Don't negate learning from history. We gotta learn from every avenue we have available to us. Because right now we need solutions. So that's my final thought. Thank you, Martin. This is a great show.
All right. Good night. Good night, ladies. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys. I know I came on late tonight, but it was necessary. It turned out better than I thought it was. Thank those for coming in. I hope you have a good night rest. And I appreciate you, people. Let's get to work. Let's be about it. Let's quit talking about it. Let's get to work. That's all I want to do. Let's get to work. Let us work together. Let us put our differences aside and let us work together. And we're not going to tolerate people try to come in and infiltrate this movement and get some money off of it. We're not going to tolerate that. We know who those players are. We're not going to tolerate that. Let's reach the people. And if some money do come down, we can divide it. I don't have a problem with that. But ain't no one person going to get the money and walk away with it. That ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. Thank you, guys. Good night. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. What is it? Live, uncut, unedited. I don't know about you. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. I love being black, people. Appreciate you guys.